Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Howler for an Hour. We're checking out Hoversteppers now. This is basically it is kind of a freestyle hoverboard skating game. Kind of honestly gave me slightly retro Tony Hawk kind of vibes, except for with hoverboard. So you explore stages, complete challenges against the clock, or freestyle your own way, according to the game's description. It only seems to have 5 levels, but I think they're pretty lovingly crafted. This looks like a game that will give me a similar experience to the more retro Tony Hawk games, which I did like those games. Those were good games back in the day. I'm sure a lot of people fondly remember them. We also have here Chrisovs and Chica.
Hey.
Me.
Did you guys play those old Tony Hawk games?
And I remember a little bit.
Like, I'm not really a skating guy. I'm not really like a sports guy. But man, those guys were pretty fun to just explore the environments and do find out little things and find cool trick spots and do challenges. I don't know. They're fun little kind of open worldish sort of, level based, but they kind of had a similar energy to a collectathon, if that makes any sense. For at least in my opinion, because you're exploring an open area, doing different objectives. It's fun. But yeah, Hoversteppers looks to have that vibe. I'm eager to check this one out, so let's take a look at it. But of course, before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, think about coming over to Twitch. We're trying to reach a partner over here, but of course, we need more viewers to do that. So if you want to come by, whether to lurk or to talk, think about doing so. It does make a world of difference. On that note as well, Chrisovs, thanks for rating earlier. And also thank you to Lo-Fi. Or was it Lo-Fi that rated? Yeah, I think Lo-Fi rated it. Yes, earlier. And thank you very much, Lo-Fi and friends. It does help out. I really appreciate it. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. I have a coffee link if you want to have directly monetize my content. And I have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff. Links in the description. Check them out if you feel like it. But
Join us and help the puppo.
this short of a loop hurts me. You mean the title screen loop, Dessler? Well, it's just the title screen loop. I'm sure the in-game music is longer. I guess we'll find out. Let's play. So, do we have all levels just unlocked from the beginning, or do I have to unlock them? Freestyle Warehouse. Storm Drain. That's only... I think there's a secret level after that. So we can be Moon. Okay. We can be Theta. We can be a mysterious person. Okay, I'll be Theta. Let's see, so we can customize? Well, technically can. Whoa, holy shit. Hoverboards. Why does every hoverboard sound like some sort of sci-fi gun attack? Right?
It does.
Like every single one of these is some sort of attack in like Halo, I think, or something. Yeah, we'll start with the warehouse, which, by the way, that makes me think Tony Hawk 1 started in the warehouse, and tutorial on. So let's see how this plays.
Chrisovs is adorable.
Use left stick to move the board. Yeah, okay.
Charm is adorable.
Okay. Press XAB to perform tricks on the ground. This can be used to extend comp. Oh, that's pretty simple. Hold right trigger to boost. Boost gets refilled by doing tricks. Makes sense. Dead. I actually did that intentionally. I wanted to know how crashing worked. Why XAB to perform tricks in the air.
Ground.
Left shoulder can be used for grabs. Okay, so like... I assume like... Okay. The tricks look a little weird. They look a little... I mean, pardon the pun, they look a little floaty. I guess that makes sense, sort of. Alright. Oh, a box breaking. Hold left trigger to swing around tall poles. What? Swing around tall pole. What does that mean? I mean, like this? What do you mean by... What's a tall pole, exactly? Oh, that, maybe. Oh, okay. It's a little animation. It gives me some extra points. So that I can combo, I guess. Crates are breakable. Some other objects are. Press right shoulder start an air special to hit the buttons in order. Okay. Press where? Like in the air? Like get in the air and then press it? That didn't work. Jet Set Radio vibes. Yeah, it's got those vibes too.
That's what the intro kind of reminds me of.
There's basically free tricks on the ground, but I notice you can't do them too much. So you gotta combo things in. You can't just repeat the ground tricks to make it easy on your life, you know? Which is good. You shouldn't be able to just repeat them. They're good to keep the combo going when you don't have something else to do, though. I still don't quite understand what they mean by press right shoulder to start an air special. Oh, you mean this? Oh, why? Okay, I see. They mean... Oh, they actually didn't mean right shoulder. They meant right button, actually. So, get in the air, press right button, Y, A, X. Dead. Okay, I need more air. Let's try it again.
Nope.
Y, A, X. Yay.
Yeah.
Unknown angle. Is that the name of the move? I found an unknown angle. I did a trick that's so crazy I invented a new angle entirely. Alright, I get the gerbil guess, yeah. So let's go ahead and exit the video and play the proper course. Bomb Brush Cyberpunk vibes. I don't know what that is. Also, hello, Car.
I do not know that one.
Oh, Theta. There. Okay. So let's go to non-tutorial mode. Will it give me a list of objectives, or how's this going to work? Also, Subject Omega, I received a fund and here to say thank you, Chaos Water. Oh, a sub. Oh, that's nice of him. Okay, what do we got to do here? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay, that's like a thing that I can activate. Okay, what's it? It's a challenge. Let's see. I'd like to note that holding left does not make an easy turn. So, actually getting the challenge zone. Okay, look, can I read this? I don't like how it's so easy to drift out of the challenge zone, but I need to, like, stay in it to read it. Collect as many items you can in 50 seconds. Well, items? 14 for S rank. Okay. Okay. Doesn't seem too hard. It's their position that's hard, isn't it? A to change music, okay. Actually, I think about it, my board is kind of slow, so maybe that isn't harder than it seems. I don't actually know how many I have at the moment. How many I get? 11. Yeah, I can get S rank. It'll take. It just means an optimized route. Okay, that seems pretty doable. Oh no, I have a bad. I have something to complain about. If I don't mind wandering over to a location to start a challenge. However, if I finish a challenge and am not satisfied with the results of that and want to repeat it, it should give me a restart option, not have to make me literally go walk back over. I don't like that I have to walk back over. That's kind of dumb.
Do what it does for Spyro.
You want to say, like, I'm pretty sure Tony Hawk did literally do that. Like, if you went to a challenge area, and I think it was Tony Hawk 3 and 4 that did that sort of challenge style. But if you went over to a challenge area, started a challenge, got a rank, weren't satisfied with it, there was a quick retry. It's just how it worked. I feel like tricks are actually going to slow me down. That's why I'm not doing them. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm actually, like, looking at the level wondering, is there exactly 14 or are there extras? I think there's more than 14.
It looks like there could be more than 14.
Oh. 10.
be.
Yeah, there's no retry. Okay, and that's a pretty poor design choice, actually, that I have to go back over to try again. That actually wastes a lot of time. Oh shit, my facing direction. Alright, I guess I'll work with it. So how do I do this faster? Well, boosting obviously can speed me up, but... There's also probably an intended route that's, like, actually efficient. I just haven't found it. Oh my god.
Oh no.
It's turning is hard.
If
I haven't made that clear.
Yeah.
It's
Wobbly.
freaking tank controls, that's why.
I keep wondering if I like press a button, maybe I can hard turn, but it doesn't seem like it.
Sadly, this is not Mario Kart.
Ah. I changed my mind for some reason. I could have gotten 2, actually. That would have put me at... Actually, that would have put me at 13. How many did I need? I got
14,
closer that
I
time.
think.
Was it 13 for S? Okay, I could have actually done it there. I just messed up. I also don't know if I agree with, like, it just does... Whatever facing position I have, that's what I have for the challenge. I'm not sure I like that either. Oh! Wait, there's no quick restart. What am I thinking? Oh, see, like, I want to restart because I, like, messed that up. I can't. Ooh. You know, for people that wanted to make kind of a Tony Hawk-esque energy game or such, they're not doing a good job understanding some of the fundamentals, in my opinion. Like, again, quick restarts and, oh, I don't like how I started that run. Let me restart in the menu. Nope. Fastest way to restart if you think your run's bad without having to wait out the run is to go leave the stage and come back. So, wait a minute. Huh. Interesting. Wait, no. Where? Okay, no, never mind. I was like, did it save my progress? Yeah, it did. It's just over here. Yeah, there's some fundamental quality of life stuff that I feel like this game is missing. 3, 4. My goodness, the turning though. 5.
Why
6.
do you have to have tank controls for this?
7. 8. 9. Ah, fuck. I would have had it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Alright, yeah, that would have been 13. I used all my boost earlier, and I thus couldn't make the distance. That's a really weird looking A. Oh yeah, now it's turned yellow, because the color indicates how well I've done.
I mean, the goal is 14.
It is. Wait, it is?
It is.
Oh, fuck.
Wait.
Ooh. I saved time there. I landed really well on that one.
Just like a wiggling makes you go like faster. I don't know. Eh?
Possibly? Also, I don't know.
Sure.
It's really weird they don't give me a count while I'm doing it. You notice that?
It could have really benefited from like a timer. Again, like Tony Hawk.
Ha-ha! Ha! That was clutch. I'm actually surprised I reached that last one before I got it. I'm surprised I got that last
Nice.
one.
I just like how she collided into the ground.
Yeah, that's very good too. So there, I got it. Okay. So yeah, I'm seeing some, like, I don't mind the straightforward approach. The game seems a little simple, but I don't mind that. But I do think quick restart mid-stage on a challenge when you finish a challenge, have a quick restart button that resets you to the challenge point. And what the fuck? Sorry, just like look forward for a second. Yep. I can't even. It undoes my destruction. How rude.
How dare!
Okay, is there a way to turn this fucking thing better? Because, listen, whatever direction I face when I'm activating a challenge, that's the direction I start the challenge in. I don't want to face the fucking wall for this challenge. But, look at this. If I put myself in the corner and then turn, I will go forward past it. So, like, I just want to face away from the... What is so fucking hard about this? Oh, that got interesting for a moment.
She's entering the fourth dimension.
Like, I don't mind the controls aside from the shitty turning. And I don't even mind that as a default, but I feel like I should be able to, like, hold down left, right trigger, and now I slow down and I can turn harder? You know? That's all I'm asking. Just, can I have a button where I slow down but I turn harder? Because that would be fair, right? But apparently that doesn't exist.
Collision.
So this is the best I can do. Score as many points as you can. Okay. 8,000 for S. I don't know if I'm going to go for any more S ranks. I'm distinctly noticing some problems with this game, unfortunately.
It's dropping down. So far, I'm rating it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Like, it seems like it doesn't understand some fundamentals, basically, is how I feel. Some fundamental things that make these sort of games fun.
Are your bones made out of jello? Like, it's trying so hard. Fair, it's trying so damn hard to be Tony Hawk, but failing terribly.
Collide.
If I even hear the Tony Hawk sounds in this. Like the bump.
I mean, I did fuck up a trick midway. I think you have to do a giant... You have to string together a giant combo for that. But isn't it great where I have to string a giant combo together while also facing the wall when I start the challenge, because that's how it's going to go? Yeah, this is fair. This has good vibes, but my goodness, I feel like it's missed the point. I feel like it doesn't understand what it's doing.
The protagonist freaking having a smile on her face as she crashes into the wall, going to the fourth dimension, really sets the mood.
There's an effort here, but, like, I feel like the effort was lacking. You know what's really interesting, too? This game, actually, I'm aware that this game released with a... Well, you know that thing I don't like where people release a game as a demo, but they don't name it a demo, they name it something like Prologue? This released as Hoversteppers Zone 0, where it just had this first level, which that's fine, that you release a demo of the first level, that's okay. But... But, like, if they released a demo, or, you know, like, the audience had a chance to play it and offer commentary. I'm fairly certain there probably would have been some commentary about, well, I really wish I could quick restart, I really wish it worked like this, and they didn't take that for... They didn't... If there was feedback, which I presume there is, because they released an early version of this, they didn't really do anything with it, did they? Also, I'd like to note, what did I get, a C?
C.
I barely got... So, it's 8,000 for S. I mean, like, in a normal Tony Hawk game, like, this would be fun. Like, oh, I didn't complete it, but that score is so high, so I know there's a way to achieve it, right? Like, that's normally how this sort of thing works. Like, the score is really high, but there's a way to totally trounce it. Like, that's the fun thing about a Tony Hawk game. Even if you don't complete a challenge, you know it's totally possible to. In fact, you know it's possible to probably complete the challenge twice over if you know what you're doing.
I mean, also it tells you how to do things in Tony Hawk. In this one, it doesn't tell you how to do shit like the specials.
Actually, wait a minute. Hold on, trick list. You're right. Hold on, trick list. Is there a trick list to this at all? I don't think there is. I bet you know what.
In the intro tutorial, had like press this button and this button to do that.
Oh, good. I jumped over that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even get 6,000. I think I could spam more tricks if I did jumps, but yeah, Tony Hawk did a good job, like helping you figure out how to get the good points. Right? There's no trick list, by the way. Well, no, there's not. It just tells you press these buttons for tricks, but it doesn't tell you. Yeah, there's no trick list.
I special lowercase, and why does that bother me?
You know what also bothers me? The first level of Tony Hawk's game. Well, actually, not most Tony Hawk game levels have this somewhere in them. But certainly the first levels typically do because they're great ways to score up points. And I'm looking for one right now, and I'm realizing they don't exist. Here, I'm gonna check your guys' knowledge and your observation skills. I'm gonna go around the warehouse. What is missing here as far as geometry that you can trick off of? What is missing?
Half pipe.
There you go. There is absolutely no half pipes. There's half of a half pipe. If they put if they had this, if they had one of these, but if they had like one of these go facing one of those, then that would be a half pipe or close enough to it.
That is the same as quarter pipe.
There's no half pipes in this entire environment. I was looking for a half pipe because one thing I remember when I played Tony Hawk is if I have to do score trick stuff, half pipes are a great place to do it.
There is also no like a balancing mechanic. You can't like a balance on the front of the hoverboard, on the back of it.
That's true.
Stuff. Yeah.
You can just tap the buttons to do tricks while on the hoverboard, but you can't repeat a trick until you do something else like a rail grind or something. Also, another thing that is really great about Tony Hawk that I'm not seeing here is there's no lines, is there? I should probably define what I mean by that. It's a bit of skater lingo. A line is basically, oh, here's like a good path where I can string together a number of different actions. And like it's a nice linear path I can take. I can like see a path through the environment that I can take. That's a line. I don't see any lines here. It just feels like the objects are randomly placed. Like, look, actually, here's a real big thing. See, look at all the rails. We could have the rails stringed together, and I think it might be possible to string these rails, but these rails are not in a line. They could be in a line, but they're not. Like it's like
bitch.
not even moving the like. Also, no, it's not only moving them closer. It's having one face the next. Like, look, those are too far apart. This you have to get off early to do a line with. I don't even know if it's possible. Maybe with a boost. There, I barely managed it. But yeah, like, the objects are just placed randomly. Like, look at the ramps, for instance. Like, if I go off... So, like, these ramps that just send you forward. Like, where's this ramp send me? Does it send me to something of use? No, because that rail's too far away to continue the line. I mean, I could fill the space. It does send me into the rail, but I can't combo off onto the rail. I can combo between the rail and it, but... And then, yeah, it just feels like these objects are placed randomly with no care. The rails are the worst part. Look at these rails. None of them are... We got all these, like, corner rails, but none of them face towards anything of note. This rail is just by itself. The only thing that has a line are these salons. But that doesn't really count because that's really basic. And then we have like these ramps, like this leads me into nothing. This leads me into nothing. Okay, does this ramp lead me to something? I mean, I guess the Salam course if you want to be generous. That ramp, okay, this ramp here leads me into nothing. Again, the rail's way too far away. These rails once again don't meet up with each other, and they never do. This ramp leads you to nothing. Yeah, it's just there's nothing here. There's no... The fun thing about Tony Hawk is that because of the diversity of the levels, there's actually a fair amount of dense stuff going on, and part of the fun of the Tony Hawk games was taking that open world stage and then figuring out what lines could I make, what can I combo together, what objects in the environment can I string together to have, you know, a nice little. There's nothing here. It's just objects. The developers did not care to actually place anything. Like, this is just a basic placing thing. Like, if there was a level editor, I could fix this. You know, that's how basic this is. But yeah, I'm like, so anyways, there's a score attack, and I would like to complete it. I'd like to S rank it. I'd like to get 8,000 points. But to do that, I need a good line. But I can't find one. So what should I be doing to get that 8,000 points? I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible to get 8,000 points. I'm sure you can. But without any clear lines, it's going to be kind of hell to figure that out. I think the best I can do is string together whatever half pipes do exist. Which there aren't any, but let's see. What's the quickest way that I can go up one of these and then go up it again? Like, that's what I'm thinking now. Like, what is the quickest way to go up and down one of these?
They really need to like have the little button things. It's like, oh, you need to press this, this, and this to link up this combo.
I'm not trying to be mean to the devs, but this really does give me a feeling of the devs were like, Tony Hawk's cool, Jet Set Radio style, Tony Hawk gameplay, it's all cool, but they didn't actually understand what the hell those games were about or how they were designed. It feels like somebody casually looking at a game and going, oh, that game, the people like that game, that game's fun for people, we'll make one like that. But they don't actually understand what made that game good at all, right? Oh, they just, you know, they have ramps and rails. Oh, they like the Tony Hawks because there's ramps and rails everywhere. We'll put ramps and rails everywhere. It's like, no, that's not the entire point, you know?
It's
even the
burger.
Even the decompartment of the Fat for Game didn't have half bites. I bet it had actual level design. This doesn't feel like level design. Doesn't it kind of feel like... Doesn't it feel like they made a warehouse environment? It's entirely flat for the most part, aside from this ramp up here, this up raised area. Doesn't it feel like they just kind of made this room and then just switched to the ramp placing tool or the rail placing tool, and they just like, just kind of randomly just painting things around?
Like, you know those extra levels, like where they dev test things? It feels like that.
Yeah, or like a test room, yeah. Which isn't about design, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm just thinking. So, I'm gonna make a legitimate attempt to beat the score attack, though, to see how it's possible. So it's, again, like, it starts you in a corner where it's really hard to actually face the correct way, but... Okay, what am I immediately presented with? A box? Okay, I guess I would hit box, take this rail, go off this ramp, which does actually lead into this rail, so that's actually a line, sort of. And then I'll go, into the wall. Oh, it's when you release. Okay, well, I'd go into this ramp. And then I would hit this rail. Probably jump off and hit this rail. Probably go up here. Just tricks off that hill. Grind this. Do another air trick. Go off of this. And then hit the rail, I guess? And then try to combo into that. Okay, maybe not. I'm kind of trying to patchwork together a line for myself. Also, the boost bar is behind my head. You can see a little bit by my eye.
Oh, that's what that is.
Here's the thing. I need to unlock the levels, though, so I assume I need to complete these challenges to some extent.
I swear if that's the answer, like, if that's not the answer, that's gonna be so annoying.
Oh, I jumped over the box I was trying to hit. Good. Yeah, hoverboards are fun because they avoid objects when I don't mean to. Like there, I jumped over the rail instead of grinding it. Well.
You need to perform 2 specials.
I mean, got over 6K that time. It does look like I can kind of repeat the ramp. That seems functional. I think that might be my best bet. If I go between ramp, doing a few tricks on the ground, ramp, doing a trick, that might work. That might be enough to string together something. Also, the hoverboard noises are so loud, I must say.
It sounds like a car. They didn't even freaking try to make it sound like hoverboard.
I don't think it sounds like a car, unless it's a hover car.
It's just the room of the engine.
Excuse me, would you like to grind that? Okay, guess not. There we go. Finally. I almost got 7K. That was not enough for 8K. Remember, it's 8K to complete it. Basically got 7K. I could have got 7K with a little optimization. 8K, though, I'm not so sure. That I'm still wondering about. So that felt fairly functional, what I was doing. Not sure if it was enough, though.
Isn't that fair?
Okay, fair. I wonder if getting a high combo and then doing a rail grind means a lot of points. I'm not sure.
Maybe it's doing the specials that does something? I don't know. Also, the only trick it seems like you could do is either kick flip or the spin.
I did. Well, oh, it was. Oh, that's only A. I thought 8,000 was S. Oh.
Are you kidding me? Oh wait, I know what you have to do to get S. You have to do the 2 specials.
Oh, there's a side objective on the side of the screen that didn't tell. That does. Oh my God, are you fucking with me right now?
What?
Look, it looks logical, but I got an A. I got an A because when I start the challenge, look inside. 2,000 combo, 0 2 specials. I didn't use specials, I guess. I think specials are.
I've been telling you.
I actually forgot to do specials. 1 second. I believe that's the. Yeah, you've been telling me, but like. Also, what? You know? Oh, if I... Oh, the game didn't tell me this, but if I hold down the left button while in the air, I do a proper grab, and I think that might be more points. I'm not sure, actually. I still don't know how to do a special, though. I'm just trying to figure that out. Wait, is that right button? Was right? Oh, yeah, right button. Right button, isn't it? That's a special, I assume. So, do specials give me a lot more points? Let's see. $465 right off the bat. Okay. Well, alright. Yeah, I did say complete bonuses for X-ray. I think what's a little bit bullshit, though, is that... You know why I didn't see that for the longest time? It's because the game only gives me that additional important information once the timer has started. I'm kind of focusing on tricking at that point. Look, it doesn't tell you anything until you start up. See?
I was just saying.
I'm gonna practice something. I'm curious now. I'm fucking up bad, but it's okay. I'm just trying to practice a little bit on something. Okay, yeah, it looks like... Potentially, at least. It looks like doing the special tricks actually can up to a decent amount. I just stopped existing. All right, that was cool.
You just died.
Okay, I'm gonna try doing nothing but specials for the most part, aside from a few ground tricks to just kind of balance out.
I love this view.
I accidentally did an extra trick. Also, yeah, sorry, any Tony Hawk like needs a restart challenge button. Like, absolutely. Unless the challenge is freeform to the level start, which, you know, the classic Tony Hawks did. Later Tony Hawks, like Tony Hawk 4, you actually went over to an open world area you could just casually trick without a timer, but then you start challenges that had timers. That's how they used to work. So basically, the very early Tony Hawks just dropped you in a level of time limit and gave you access to all the challenges and you just decided what to do in that run. But later ones gave you a more peaceful environment and just started you up into challenges when you actually activate them in level. So this is going for the Tony Hawk 4 approach, basically. And that's fine. That approach works fine, too. Both approaches work good. If they're done correctly. I don't know why I'm over here. Alright. I just escaped the hap pipe for some reason. Alright. Also, for some reason, I'm losing the tricks very easily. It's always the same trick, by the way, so it's actually quite easy to YAX, YX. It's like, okay, sure.
I feel like it should have told you about the trick thing in that message, because it only told you about the points.
Damn it. Sometimes the game doesn't quite... Sometimes the game doesn't quite understand I'm airborne, so it doesn't immediately let me start this trick, but then that happens.
Yeah.
Sure, you broke her spine!
She seems happy about it, it's okay. I don't even know if I can actually get enough points doing this. I feel like the trick takes too long to do. I don't know. Oh, fucked it up. Hopefully with comboing other things along the way, it'll work out. We'll see, I guess. Oh! So even if I decide, oh, I'm not in the right position, I need to just not do the trick, I still crash. If you start the special, you crash if you fail it. Even if your character is facing correctly to land. It doesn't matter. Huh. Not sure what to say about that. This is, yeah, this... You know, it's really not even that complicated. It kind of feels like a distilled experience, which actually would be a lot of fun if that distilled experience... Well, here's the thing. If you have a distilled experience, an experience that's not super complicated, that could be fun. But if your experience isn't super complicated, then every element you put together needs to be done right. You know? Because if it's still down experience, then if any element is wrong, you're going to notice it. And it's going to mess up the entire gameplay. Dead. Sometimes I don't know if you noticed, but sometimes I hit the ramp a little wrong, so I don't get the proper boost. You need a certain amount of air to do that special. My goodness. I do think it's a little bit bullshit. They're like, alright, here's a points challenge. Did you start it? Also, there's these other objectives. like, then tell me with the starting screen, dumbass.
That's literally what I just argued about.
And also, it's not a poise challenge at that point. It's wait, wrong corner. It's a poise challenge plus a trick objective. That no longer makes it a poise challenge. It's actually trick objective plus poise challenge. Definitely threw me for a loop. That means I can't trust. That also means that anytime I enter any of these challenges, I can't trust what they say because they might add another condition in after I start.
I mean, their excuse is probably, oh, but it says right there. It doesn't say in the intro.
It does say it right there, but I'm already tricking, man. I have a challenge to complete. I'm not reading the side of the screen as clearly. Also, there's a I just realized there's a trick I can do when landing that's completely safe to pull off. It doesn't. It's completely safe. I can use it. That spin there I just did. You can use it anytime. It's fine. Okay, don't worry about it. You don't have to grind it.
It's the trick. The trick is called the unknown single.
The unknown angle, actually.
Oh.
I got close. I think what I need to do is do two. I think what I need to do is two specials and then just go nuts with my other stuff. The specials take too long to pull off, so I should just do the two required and then do some other stuff.
I guess. It's just so annoying.
It's what's annoying here is that it doesn't give the game is not giving me enough feedback to make it clear that that's the case. You know what I mean? Like, there's no lines, there's no, like, usually when you get a sword challenge in a Tony Hawk game, there's usually a line right next to the challenge, which tells you right off the bat, like, okay, this challenge here is intended for me to do this. This line here is for this challenge. So if I use this line, I should be able to puzzle out the points I need to get, you know? That's what... Ow. I pressed the wrong trick button.
Also, for God's sake.
Y is a bad trick button. Don't do Y in midair.
YYAX differentiate the trick.
Y and A are both buttons that if you do in midair and you're landing, that's going to cause you to crash. X and B don't crash you though, so X and B are the best tricks. Like you may notice, I'm proper studying this game. Also, I am aware I probably don't need to get S ranks, but that's not the point. The point is not do I need to get S ranks. The point is, what, you know, why is the game being this way of S ranks, you know? It should be a fun experience, and it's lacking. We should probably try another challenge, though, huh? I'll give this one more go. Where are we landing? Okay, that's fine. We'll just cancel the trick in midair. We'll just end the trick in midair. That's fine. What the hell was that about? Did you see that shit? My character just like, I don't know, I'll just light up here now. Like, what the hell, man? No! You don't... Oh, you piece of shit.
God damn it!
I don't know if you guys caught what just happened there, but
I did.
That's not actually cool. In Tony Hawk, if you're in the middle of a special and your timer runs out, it patiently waits for you to finish your trick, or to fail, depending on what happens. It legitimately canceled me mid-trick. I had already hit the first special button. I was going to land that special, and it was going to be just enough points to get over to 8K. I knew what I was doing. But the timer ran out, and it canceled me. Not only did it cancel me mid-special, but also mid-air in mid-special.
Yeah, in the middle of the combo.
this game is crap. These developers do not know what they're doing. Like, this may not seem like, if you haven't played Tony Hawk games, if you're not familiar with skating games, this may not seem like that big a deal, but they are messing up some very fundamental things. You don't stop a player mid-last trick as the timer runs out. The thing is, they finish their trick, they finish their landing, and then points are tallied. That's how that works. That is really, really not cool. That is a slap in the face to the idea of a skate video game, what they just did there. That was bad. I don't even know how to explain it to those that are not familiar with these games. But that was really bad. I don't want to keep playing this. Let's check the second level. Have I unlocked anything? I mean, I did get a couple challenges done. I assume that it tells me what I need to unlock stuff. Let's see.
I'm giving
okay.
it one last
So
credit.
I see that the third level, fourth level, fifth level, they're question marks, right? So once again, going back to Tony Hawk, if you have a locked level, it'll tell you exactly how many challenges you need to complete to unlock that level. In the other levels, obviously. Or if there's a specific thing you need to do in a level, it'll tell you what to do. So I'm assuming, do I just play Storm Drain and I unlock the next level, or do I need to beat a prerequisite? Is there a prerequisite I need to beat? Because if so, it's not telling me. So let's just play Storm Drain. Let's complete a challenge with whatever score, a C or better, you know. And let's see if we unlock the next stage out of that. Actually, I have a weird thought. It's just like a back of my mind thought. I entered the level. Let me see something. Nope, still locked. Okay. So maybe it was just a case of accessing it. Alright. We played one or two Hawk skating games, and they never did what this game did. No. Even the very original one that set the stage for how skating games were going to work did a way better job of all this stuff. It was also Tony Hawk's one. Pretty solid game. Yeah, it's certainly a bit dated now, but honestly, pretty damn solid game, even to this day. I personally think 2 was my favorite. It refined a few more things. I like that one a lot. Okay, so what do we have? We have okay. You notice how we have a similarity? The warehouse was giant and very empty with random objects placed around. Storm Drain looks very similar to that, doesn't it? Giant, empty, random objects placed around. I mean, okay, you're just making a mockery at this point. Look at this. A ramp. Not even positioned next to another ramp. They're staggered for no reason. And then one rail really far away that I can barely reach, and then that leads into nothing. Okay. Oh, this bothers me so much.
You are really getting on my nerves, game.
Oh, I thought you were about to say I was getting on your nerves somehow.
No. I'm already having this game as a 1
Wait, what's
out
down
of
here?
10. You're going for the 0 out of 10.
Wait, what is this? I thought this would lead to another... Oh, it does lead to another area. I was like, what is this room? Okay, no. What? Wait, is this design? Let's see.
I liked in Tony Hawk when you can make your own skater.
Okay, ramps position that lead to nothing again. Alright. Well, you can go off that rail and then go off the ramp. So I guess you could use that circle rail and then go off the ramp, then go into slalom, then go into ramp. I guess that's not terrible. But I'm really reaching. This is very... There's not much going on with this. It's a little... There's a little more linearity, and thus there's a little more chance of a line here, but...
But come on, have some action.
Are these enterable? No, they're probably not. Well, they shouldn't be. They certainly shouldn't be.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Also, can she have a different emote besides permanent smiley face?
Are these fans that blow me upwards? Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe there's a way to... Is there a... That's another thing, by the way, Tony Hawk did. Environments were interactive. Sometimes you, like, grind on this thing and then the sign fell down. Now you can go do an new area and stuff. This gives me the impression of these fans should turn... Like, I can't even get back up here. So I assume the fan turns on lets me back up, but... Okay, well, I'll go up this way. Okay, again, like, there's a slalom course in the middle, but what are these ramps doing? Wait. So it just occurred to me about the ramps in this area. This is weird. Ramps facing uphill. So if I go off the ramp... I have a very limited amount of air because it's also going uphill. It does give you a little something to do, but then a half pipe at the top. And then you go back. I guess that's not too bad for a line, sort of. Oh, well, how the hell am I supposed to make that distance?
I feel like the freaking fans are really supposed to turn on.
Yeah, Creative Skater was also very nice. I don't need Creative Skater to enjoy a skating game, but...
I will tell you could just import your face into like one of them and it could make it derp.
One thing I'd like to note is this level is very big, actually. I'm not saying that it's necessarily a compliment, though. Because every room basically feels the same. Slightly different layout. There's some catwalks that I can't really easily interact with. Some random objects that don't really help the line. Like, these generator things. Maybe I can grind off them if I get some height on them, but let's see. I mean, there's a grind if I can reach it, yes. There's a grind rail that would let me do a mild grind. Okay, you know, like a Tony Hawk's game, though, if they had this object here, you look at the guy. Do you see how the grind rails work? There's one on the left, and there's one on the right. Okay, that was weird. But they don't go. You know what? Here's the thing, too. Tony Hawk would probably have that be a circular grind rail that you can go in a circle if you want, go in a big loop, which would be kind of fun. But this doesn't even let you do a loop with that. It just cuts off. It's a single small curved rail on both sides. See? That's a bit lame, right? See, I then I immediately leave it. I can't even... Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a simple creature, but I really enjoyed in the Tony Hawk's game when I could find, like, a circular grind rail that just looped on itself, and I could just loop around it and try to balance as long as I can. Oh, yeah, there's no balance system here, either.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just... Man, this is missing the goddamn point. This is one of those games where I see a developer make something, and there's like, oh yeah, we're going to make this thing in this genre. And it's like, the developers don't understand the genre whatsoever. And I'm just like, why did you make a game in a genre you don't even get the magic of? You know? Like, if you don't understand what actually makes people impassioned about that genre, then why? Also, I would like to note, I have no idea how to unlock new stages. One would presume that you just do challenges and get ranks and you deal with that enough and the next stage unlocks, but I legitimately don't know how to unlock the stages. There's no indicator for that. Which, again, very basic thing. Where's the indicator telling me what I need? Like, do I need a certain number of A ranks or just complete a certain number of challenges? Or, like, how do I unlock this shit? You know? Go. Oh, I like how when I hit go, the game is like, see, there's question marks. Look, down there. Flash, flash. You should be noticing the you should be noticing the question marks. You can't go there. There's question marks. Okay, game. What's the question marks mean? What's my clear condition to get this? I mean, okay.
Eat the question mark.
Since I can't go to these levels without playing more of the game, and I'm not really enjoying the game, let's take a look here at these screenshots at least. So level 3 looks to be a park, but you know, even with a preview screenshot, these seem to be in-game shots, right? These are just a camera view of the actual level, right? So look at this. Look at this camera view for a second. The camera's obviously positioned over like a central fountain, which I assume you can maybe do the legendary circle grind that I've been looking for. Maybe you can do that on the fountain. But look at the outside environment. I see giant dirt paths, some fitzes awkwardly placed next to trees, some lampposts, some rocks. There looks to be like almost nothing I can trick on here in this one shot. I don't know, maybe if the camera turned 180 degrees, there'd be an amazing skate part the other direction of the fountain. But I somehow doubt that, you know, after what I've seen of the game so far. So this level looks even emptier than the previous two. Like, this doesn't look like a skate environment at all. Subway here, maybe a little more promising. There might be something you could do with the subway, but I'm not expecting much out of that one either. Fourth level looks to be a museum. I don't know why, but the very first thing I think of when I look at this is I think of Tony Hawk's. I think it was Pro Skater 1. It might have been Pro Skater 2. Which one had the mall? Because this gives me mall vibes a little bit, which is good because it's actually giving me the vibes of a Tony Hawk game a little bit. But again, it looks super empty. I see a ramp, some breakable museum things, one single rail, a raised platform that looks interesting. There's an alternate path if you've got enough speed and stuff. But then down on the ground there, I just don't see... Like, that hanging suspended section might go to an upper area. I can't quite tell. But I don't have a lot of faith in the developers actually making lines. So I wouldn't be surprised if that hanging path led nowhere. And then below it looks like a lot of empty space. Again, what are they doing? And what even are the unlock conditions? Here. Let me take the laziest jab at this. I'm going to clear every challenge in this room, but I won't take long doing it because I will accept any rank. Which should be very easy, actually. So I just need to turn these from red to something else. 90, hit the checkpoints. Okay. Sure, whatever. That's interesting. They turned my board. So they are capable of facing me in a good direction. They just don't usually do it. Oh, wow, look at the checkpoint placement. It's out of view. If you're going to do a checkpoint course, you should make it so the player can actually see the next checkpoint from the one they just hit. They're not really doing that. So, like, yeah, that one's down there, but I didn't know until I looked further, so... Okay. Again, I don't care. We'll just get whatever score and, yeah. I really thought I was going to leap over that without triggering it. Oh, there's an arrow? That's nice, at least. Wait! You led me up this ramp, and then you want me to jump off to the left? What? Okay.
I'm lost.
Again, what a bad line. Again. Just getting quite fat at the end. Okay, I'll take it.
Everything is a disappointment in this game.
Score points. I don't even know what the objective is. Don't fail is one of them. Okay, whatever. Somebody smash objects? Sure, whatever.
Smash objects. Don't
Ha!
fail.
Ha! Okay, some of the tricks literally jump me over the objects. You can literally do a ground trick and jump over the objects. Why?
Because it's funny. I'm having lots of funny.
Like, obviously, the objects should just be a little taller or bigger, so even if I do that jump, I still smash into them. Because you want me to smash into them, don't you, game? Isn't that the part of the fucking point? So why make it so while I'm tricking, I can jump over the things I need to interact with? What the hell? See, I got it in! And now we have the wonderful turning issue. Wait, is it just me, or did they give me an actual insane amount of time to actually do this one compared to the previous points challenge I did on the other level? I think it did. I don't know why they gave me so much time, but alright.
Because you're not supposed to fail.
Because the second level should be easier than the first one, right? Wow, tricking in place actually kind of works, weirdly enough.
Why is this making me feel primal rage?
Because it's annoying. Also, grinding doesn't even seem to give me that many points, so the best thing is to hop off immediately. Whoops. Wait, what? I noticed that the don't fail... I failed, but the don't fail condition is still lit up. As if I am fine, and I did it. What? It didn't notice the failure I did, I guess.
You failed, but you didn't fail.
Good enough. Whatever.
B.
I think I know what
Or
failed
pick
in this.
stop.
I think I know what failed in this situation. It isn't me. How do I even get the checkpoints that are up high? Anyways, let me just do as many as I can run into. This one, what's this?
Is there a button?
I don't know.
to hit?
Get the highest combo? Oh, is that all you want? Okay.
Hi,
I like how
Jack.
also the objective scores, I can't see them while I'm doing them. Oh, you grab poles? Okay, whatever. We're gonna grind? Alright, whatever. There's grind. Like, technically these objectives would be fun if the level design made it fun. That's the thing.
Yay, hello readers.
Oh, hey there, Jackal and friends. How you guys doing? I'm getting upset over a game that's trying to emulate Tony Hawk and Jet Set Radio without understanding either of those games and why they're good. It's really infuriating, actually.
It really is. It feels like, oh hey, we have Tony Hawk at home.
Tony Hawk at home. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, just whatever works for this. Okay, sure, whatever. Yeah, it's a shame because, like, aside from the turning being kind of ass when you're just trying to get to something next to you, it otherwise controls relatively well, and the combo system is fine enough. I feel like I could have fun with this if the game had... Well, okay, those of you joining us just now, just pay attention to the level design. If you've played a Tony Hawk game, pay attention to the lack of lines in this. If you don't know what a line is, that's basically when Tony Hawk did a good job with these. A line is when there's a string of different objects that you can all go between smoothly if you know what to look for, and you can get a big old combo going while going in a straight line without any weird turns or anything. Not necessarily completely straight. You might have to turn a bit. But a line is basically
God,
just...
Zolet.
This is just a big empty area of, like, nothing. Score as many points as you can. Wait, that's the third time... No, that's the second time now that it's like, get points. Alright. They've run out of ideas for the challenges.
Zolet also figured out why my annoyance is. Not the Zolet, Crimson. Crimson really did figure it out. Other games would stylize the freaking courses and, like, objectives based on the environment. It's not doing that.
Yeah, it's just kind of... There's stuff here, I guess, is kind of how it feels. And the environments... Like, in a Tony Hawk game, the environments matter to the level design. But here, the level design is interchangeable to the environment. It's just big empty rooms, they threw shit in it. Not even that much shit. Look at this rail. Look at how much of this rail is an island unto itself. Like, look at how much nothing is around it, for instance. Tony Hawk levels were designed with some amount of density in mind, because the idea was to have a density of things to do. Giant levels is not the fucking point. The developer thought, oh, I'll just make giant levels, and we'll drop objects in randomly, and people have a lot of fun because they have a lot of space. No, space does not make a fun Tony Hawk game. I accidentally got an S on that one. Okay. Also, the difficulty balancing for the ranking is all over the place. I struggled greatly to get S ranks on the first level, and on this level, I just got one by accident. What the hell is this? What the hell is the balancing? They probably didn't even properly playtest the challenges, so some of them are really easy and some of them are really hard. By the way, I'm only still playing it because I'm trying to unlock level 3, which, by the way, I don't know how to unlock level 3. It's locked. I presume I need to complete challenges or something. It doesn't tell me how many, though. I just probably need to complete challenges, I think. I don't know how many, though. We'll
maybe
the only way to know
right now.
Yeah, the only way to know is, well, I'm just going to do every challenge that I can access. There's some up high ones I can't get to. So I'm just going to do all the ones on the ground, and then I'll go and check. I'm just going to get whatever rank. I don't know if ranks matter. I assume it's just a matter of completion, and the ranks are there for, you know, brownie points. Shrug. Oh, and there's a cardinal sin that you guys didn't catch. Those of you joining just now. I don't think that's good enough. Wait, what was I? Oh, it was an airtime challenge. Oh, no wonder I felt it. Okay. I was doing this point combo. I was trying to get an S rank on a one that I was trying to string together points get a lot of points. And I was in the middle of the air, in the middle of doing a special, and the timer ran out, and it immediately ended the challenge. It didn't let me finish the special combo. It didn't let me land. It just canceled me. And because of that, I didn't get the S rank. If I had landed it, if I had been able to finish it and land, I would have actually got an S rank. But it's just like, all right, Buster, time right out. We don't even let you get to land your last trick. Fuck you. That's a cardinal sin. Tony Hawk absolutely would let you land your last trick. You know, much like how in basketball, if somebody shoots a basketball and then the timer goes, eh, that basket, if it lands, it still counts, you know, because it was shot before the timer ran out.
No, even in professional skating, I think that's the rule.
Yeah, pretty sure. I think that's why they do it that way. And you have to remember, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater did have Tony Hawk's name attached to it. Tony Hawk had influence. He was like, yeah, this is how skaters, this is how we do it. This is like the rules. And so he talked about the rules. F. Okay, I get it. You don't like that I'm... I think I have to get better than F for that to count for something.
You're the F!
Because I don't know if you noticed, but the challenge starts red before you complete it. If you get an F, it stays red. So I think I need a better place to get 40 seconds of air. Alright. Wait, I'm always airborne! I'm on a fucking hoverboard! I just had this, like, epiphany! Hold on a second. Oh, here might work, if I just do, like...
If I made a Crayola freaking skater, I take that over this.
But also, because it's a hoverboard, it's hard to tell when I've landed, so it's also hard to judge my airtime. You know? Thinking about it. Wait, what if I just do this? This is airborne, right? I went up high and then I grabbed it. No, I think I'm right! Hold on, there's an airtime. Oh my fucking god. Alright, hold on a second. So wait, no. S ranking this challenge. Do you want to see what S ranking this challenge actually looks like? If you're doing pro strats. I just... Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Okay, is this it? I can't tell, because it's hard to park and actually read it. Stay there. Okay. Alright, the only thing is I just need to look for the nearest pole. I guess it'd be that one over there. Okay. Do you want to see what a pro strat S-rank Tony Hawk-esque player does in this game? I'll show you. Come over here. Slalom just for fun.
For the game?
And then you just... Oops. Oh, this isn't airtime. I'm not high enough. Okay, it does require a little bit of setup, but not much. That wasn't good enough. I need to do better. So... Alright, so in other words, that one pole in that one room, I do need to use that one pole. Okay. Just gotta wait for the timer to run out because there's no way to retry easily, so I just gotta wait for it to end. Okay. If this works the way I think it is, I would like somebody to clip it to demonstrate how shitty this game is. It's a good way of demonstrating how poorly thought out it is. Alright, stay there as long as I can. I'm going to S-rank this with no trouble. Let's do it. Here's how pros do it. You go over here. Yep.
Ah, yes, pole dancing.
Look at the upper left. Look at that airtime meter tick up.
Also, there's a secondary bonus.
I know. I guess you can't get an S rank without smashing some things. You can smash the things all the way and then do this. How many seconds did they require? I forgot. Wasn't it 30 seconds of airtime or something?
30.
It was 30. So smash a few barrels along the way and then do that thing. Yeah, I could do that. Hold on.
I'm just... Wow. Again.
No, S rank is 22 seconds. It's 22 seconds for S rank. It's just I also need to smash barrels. So...
You beat it by 10.
Good. 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 I see the line. There actually is kind of a line for this. Break these 3. Hard turn. Go into here. Break this one. Turn around. Go up the pole. I'm actually out of time. I can't do an S-rank this time, but... Yeah, that's how it's done.
A horror furry game?
I was previously.
One before this that was like a 3 out of 10?
I'm not going to S-rank it, but yeah, I see the S-rank. It's not hard. You just have to mind your time a little bit, and then you just cheese it. I wonder if they intended you to cheese it, because 20 seconds of airtime is kind of hard to do when you're also trying to hit barrels. I think you have to do it that way, because the barrels are on the ground, man. Think about that. So the barrels are on the ground, I gotta destroy barrels, but I also need a bunch of airtime. Yeah, this is what's intentional. This is how they designed this. I'm almost certain that this is how they actually intended it to be done. Break. Break. Oh, I missed one, actually. I meant to break that one, too.
Break. And break.
Actually, let's see. Let's exit a video. Still locked. I've done a whole bunch of these, but still locked. Level 3, that is. We're just trying to figure out how to unlock level 3. I am legit curious at this point. I'm gonna do the ones up here, actually. Score as many points as you can. My god, that is literally the 3rd time they repeated this area. They have no... I'm not even surprised that they have no creativity whatsoever, as far as the tricks, I mean. I'm not even surprised. This feels like a creatively bankrupt game. They're like, oh, we'll copy Tony Hawk. People like Tony Hawks, they'll like this. Yeah, we won't, like, do too much. Like, we don't have to be very creative, though. We'll just make a level and repeat the same challenges between each level. And that'll be good. The best part is dying.
It says pole grab? I thought it said poles. P-O-L-S.
No. I mean, the text is weird. It's that weird font. Thanks, radio.
For example, I see 06 and a mommy.
It really just feels... Okay, you know what? If you're a Tony Hawk fan, you'll understand this statement. I'd rather play Tony Hawk Ride. And if you know what that if you know what I mean by that, that's a fucking insult. For those unaware, there was a, I think for the Wii it was, a fucking skateboard peripheral, and there was 2 games made for it, and they are basically on-rails Tony Hawk games with barely any control. They're terrible. I'd rather play that. It had more. They have more going on. The one with the peripheral and absolute, like the one that auto moves you through the level like you're on rails. Highest combo. Okay, sure.
We just did this.
That's basically the same thing, yeah. 2 specials don't fall. They literally copied that from the other challenge that also had those same bonus objectives. 2 specials don't fall. I've seen that before. Wow. These fucking lazy-ass developers. You know, I wasn't gonna judge them for this, because I was like, well, if they made a good game, I'll let it slide. They didn't make a good game, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this. This game has... Hoversteppers here has a Hoversteppers Area 0 version. And it is a fucking demo. And I don't mean that it's bad to have a demo. I actually think that's good. But I'm so sick. I've mentioned this before. I'm so sick of companies that instead... Like, here's the thing. When you make a Steam page for your game, you can release a demo on that page. Like, you can make a page for your full game release and then have a demo button underneath. And a lot of developers don't use it whatsoever. And why do they not use it, you may wonder? Well, because they're worried that people won't play demos. So what they do instead is they make an entirely second listing to their game, and then they call it something like so-and-so game prologue, or so-and-so game chapter 1, or in this case, Hoversteppers Area 0. And it literally is just a glorified demo that it has its own Steam page and looks like its own game because that, I guess, encourages people to play the demo or check out the demo. I don't know, but it pisses me off because it's basically deceptive advertising. You're like, oh, is this like a prequel game? No, it's a fucking demo that has a fancy name for no reason. And this developer is guilty of doing that too, so I'm just pointing that out. And it bothers me as a creator because I have actually accepted review keys for quote-unquote prologue games to only learn that, oh, wait, I traded my actual time for a demo. I didn't trade my time for an actual game that costs money. I traded my time to play a demo, a glorified demo. It's so tricky, and I don't. It's by the way, it's all over. If you look at this, like, if you don't believe me, actually, I'm gonna pause for a second here. Let me just show you. Well, actually, I don't think I can't. Well, I can show you a non-logged-in profile. I have to be careful about. I was gonna do a Steam store shirts, and I was like, oh, but NSFW games might pop up. I have to be careful. But what I can do, I don't believe I'm logged into Steam on. Yeah, I'm not. So this is safe. I can do it on just the non-logged-in store. So if I just search Prologue, let me show you guys. Let me show you how much of a problem this is. Prologue is the most common word these glorified demos are given. I just searched the word Prologue here. Look at this. Notice how they're all free for the most part. Mini Sellers Prologue, Night Runners Prologue, Homicide for Prologue, Petra Sailor Prologue, Soulbind Prologue, Nine Realms Prologue, 54 Astronomical Investigators Prologue, Rune Dog Prologue, Astro Mechia Prologue, Gym Manager Prologue. Do you see my point?
Yes.
I can keep scrolling. Prologue, 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 Prologue. A prologue that actually costs money for some reason. All right. Maybe that's actually a legitimate, like, prequel game. Because it actually costs something. I don't know. Or they're trying to rip people off even harder. I don't know. But do you see this fucking scourge of a problem? I keep going. Even good games have done this. Empty Shell. I think that was a good game, if I recall. I can literally scroll for days. But I think you get the idea. Second list is extra chance of visibility. It is. But it's also a really scuzzy way of doing it. It's like, oh, you know what? I can get ahead of the other developers by repeating my game twice in a way that doesn't get me in trouble. Cool. You're a fucking asshole. Like, play by the rules, or you're just trying to cheat over other people, other developers. I mean, of course some people would do that, but yeah. Smash as many objects as you can. Okay. Okay, I like how barrels spawned out of nowhere over there. Alright. By the way, you may notice I don't boost much. It's because... Oh my god. You know what? Even if the game was better, I think this turning radius problem would piss me off to the degree where I can't play this game for very long. Because literally, you can't turn in this. It's realistic. You're on a hoverboard. Of course you can't turn, lol. I don't know. There's no way to hard turn. You can't slow down and do a hard turn. That's not even a thing. I wish it was. It should be. Slowing down for a hard turn would make a lot of sense. It would be a fair trade-off of speed versus accuracy, you know? Pipe Surfer. Complete 8 challenges as Storm Drain. It just acknowledged I completed 8 challenges in this area.
Now can we move?
I was wondering that myself. Does that mean I have unlocked something? Like, it gave me an achievement for, hooray, you did enough things, but did I do enough things, or... Oh, come on. Apparently, if you skip the wrong shalom port, then it like restarts it. All right. Oh, I guess you can kind of hard turn by. I'd like to point out that you go forward by holding forward. By holding back, I guess you can kind of hard turn, sort of. I still don't understand how I reached that platform. Though actually, no, I do. There's fans all over the place. And I have no idea how to turn them on, but they would let me reach new areas. The game is not at all explained how to turn those fans on, and there's nothing clearly indicating that. How do you guys think I turned the fans on? Let's hear some possibilities.
Freaking switch?
A switch. You know, I did see something earlier that maybe I should grind on it or something. I didn't try that. Didn't look grindable. But I saw something earlier that might apply to that statement. Where was it? Yeah, see what Clue done with this OG start page. Just stop spam. Exactly, you could do that. Yeah, that does look like a switch. Hold on. Oh, A to start. Okay. There? Ah, okay. So you think those will stay on if I leave the track and come back? They better, but I bet they won't. Let's go see if we did unlock another level, because that was kind of my whole goal of playing this longer. Okay, so I completed 8 challenges and unlocked a level. Or maybe it's because I completed 8 challenges there and then, like, 2 over there and needed 10. Again, though, it doesn't tell you what it needs, so you just have to, like, do shit until things unlock. Like, man, it's such a basic thing. Tell me what I need to do to unlock the next course. But no, I just gotta bumble around and play the other levels and complete challenges until... And then, like, randomly I just need to check back and go like, oh yeah, I guess I did unlock it. I didn't know I did, but I did. This makes so many stupid mistakes that any competent developer could easily avoid. Oh, I can't break those, okay. So, oh no, yep, I'm right. Look, I made a prediction from the picture that this area would be huge and even emptier than the other areas. I think I'm right. Wait, are you fucking with me right now? Are you fucking with me right now? I can't grind the fountain. Well, then what's the goddamn point of having it? It can't be ground. It's not a rail, so I can't grind it. I guess. Oh yeah, this level's bad. Look at this level. At least there's a slalom here, but... Oh no. Yeah, we're done. We're not... I could unlock level 4 and 5 and give those a review, but I'm just looking at this. Like, this is not grindable either. See all these things that would be grindable in a Tony Hawk game? Like this right here, not grindable. I'm hitting the grind key. Literally can't grind anything except for rails. Any object that looks grindable under logical circumstances is not grindable unless it's a rail. Oh, so yeah, having a fountain set piece in a Tony Hawk style game and not letting you grind it. These developers, I'm done. I've ranted enough. These developers literally don't know what the hell they're doing. They were like, Tony Hawk, yeah, we know what Tony Hawk is. We saw a commercial about it. We'll make a Tony Hawk game. You know? That's basically it. What we have here is... I'm gonna hold my tongue from saying that they just made this to make money. But only barely. I really feel like they have no idea what the hell they were making. They literally made a game in a very specific niche, a very specific genre. And typically speaking, if you see somebody making a game in a very specific genre, especially a genre that's kind of smaller or more niche, you generally have an expectation, oh, they're making a niche genre game. That must mean they like that niche genre and understand it. Right? Fairly logical expectation. If somebody's making something in a niche, they probably like that niche. This is not the case here. These developers do not seem to understand Tony Hawk. They do not seem to understand Jet Set Radio. They do not seem to understand... Like, the only thing they seem to have done right is kind of get the Jet Set Radio aesthetic. but that aesthetic does not carry over to level design. It's more just the music and the characters. This is frustrating because I see so many ways they could have easily improved on this game.
I'm disappointed.
It's disappointing because I see so many easy ways they could have fixed things up, where it would have been a better game, if not a great game, but it would have been a better game very easily with those fix-ups. But they just did not know what they were doing. It feels honestly like either it was just a passionless crash grab, or just they did not understand what they were making. They did not understand why people enjoy these games. They didn't understand the niche that they made a game in. That's inexcusable. You chose to make a game in that niche. You need to understand the niche. You need to understand why people like it. Yeah, Hoversteppers annoys me. It's not the worst game I've played ever. You can definitely still play it if you want to have a somewhat shallow Jet Set / Hawk experience. You can still play this. You can still have some fun with it. But for me, it's just frustrating. Because I see the design elements, I see how they're put together, and I just am like, these people made something they didn't understand. Why did they make something they didn't understand? That doesn't make any sense. That was Hoversteppers. I'm going to stop this video, because otherwise I could endlessly rant, because when this sort of thing happens, it gets under my nerves a little bit. You may have noticed that. I think we've seen enough to make a fair opinion, and yeah, I'd say don't pick this one up.